Hello Internet, it's Andrew Michael and welcome to today's Nintendo Switch demo review. And in today's Nintendo Switch demo review, we're going to be checking out Awesome P, the demo on the Nintendo eShop, which the full game is on sale on the Nintendo eShop for $5. So, if you are excited about this game and you want to see more content like this, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. That way you don't miss any videos from me. Alright, so Awesome P is a really throwback to the 1970s when you had not really a color-ish looking game where it's just an old yellowy white looking game. And if you can see on the settings here, you can change it to where it was the old school style of the CRT, which made it really feel like an old school type of TV setting. And then you had that tube effect where, you know, those TVs you had before the HDMI thing came out, those sort of really big square thingies. You can basically have that effect while you're playing as well. And it really does go back to the 1970s or 1960s when games first started coming out and there was not much color to these games. And as you can see with this tutorial, basically the only controls you have are on the D-pad where you go left and right, and then you have the jumping motion. And really that's about the only two things you can do is jump and run. And you also have the Y pad where on the Y you can go back to when you were first playing. Another thing I can say about this game is that it really has a Super Meat Boy kind of feel to it, to where if you die, you don't have like this elaborate, you know, death screen that goes on and you lose a life. Really, it's unlimited lives, so you can play however long you want, and it's kind of like that Super Mario Odyssey feel where if you die, you don't have to lose anything. You just keep playing over and over and over and over and over until you complete the level. And really, that's a nice thing that game developers, like the platformers that I've seen, should start be doing, is that with this, you're allowing the people that are playing your game not to be discouraged by dying over and over and not being able to complete the game and being stuck to where only having a few lives, and then if you die you have to start over for a certain section. And so that's another thing about this, is that even when you die, all you do is start at the beginning of the level. You don't start at the beginning of the world to where all your progress resets and you have to do all of that. So really that is a good touch for people, well, for the game honestly. But I mean, other than that, that's really all this game has going for it. I mean, it's a really smooth game for a 2019 game that looks like a 1970s platforming game. And really, it's very simplistic, and I like that. I mean, honestly, it's got one of the great feels about this. And the thing is, with the spikes and all the frog balls you'll see there, really, honestly, this isn't a complex game, and there really isn't that much to it. It's just you have double jumping, you have frogs that are shooting, you have spikes that have platforms, and as you can see, there are a lot of levels that are in this game. But for the demo, I think you can only play a certain amount of them. Now, I'm not too sure how many of them you can play, but there are literally a lot of levels in this. And so even in the demo, the first level really tests your platforming skills, because there's a lot of elements to it. There's a lot of spiky things to it. There's got a lot of saws going back and forth, and you have gems to where if you collect them, it really goes a long way. And really, you can't go anywhere unless you get all the gems. So if you screw up and miss one of the gems, guess what? You got to restart the level, because the chances of getting back to where you were are very, very low. So really, this isn't really a hard platforming game. It's just, it can get you very frustrated because just one little mistake and you gotta go all the way back to the level. But honestly, that's all that is to this game. I mean, there's nothing complex, there's no story to it. It's just a simple platforming game. And really, that's why I think this video is gonna be short too, because there really isn't that much else to talk about it other than the fact that it's a 1970 looking platforming game that runs really well, and you got the old graphics for when it played back then, and really it's really smooth. And the feel of this game, like all of this stuff that's going around, and it makes this game, and it makes players want to keep playing on and on and on until they complete the level. And honestly, that's a really good thing going for this game. So what do I think about this game? Well, like I've been saying, it's not that complex, it's very straightforward, and honestly, anyone can get into this game. And really, if you have some time on your hands and you have $5 to spare, this game can be for you if you're into platforming games and you want to play something besides Super Mario or Mega Man. Really, this is a game that could be for you, and with that, I could give this a 5 out of 5. There's nothing wrong with this game, to be honest. It's just a really straightforward platforming game, and if you're a really good platformer, then really this game should be a breeze for you. So that's why I'm giving this game a 5 out of 5 thumbs up. Anyways, guys, comment down below what you think about this game. Do you think it's a really good throwback to when you guys were playing back in the day? Honestly, I'm only 20 years old, so I wouldn't know. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. And until next time, I'm Andrew Michael, and I'll see you guys next time. Thumbs up.
This is just an outro.